Hi friends, let's get into the next sum. I am in illustration 8, page 107, accountancy volume 1, ledgers. So, start the following are the transactions of Kumaran dealing in stationery items, prepare ledger accounts. So, let's try and prepare the ledger accounts directly without journalizing. The best way is to journalize the transaction so that you don't miss anything. But here, because it is given prepare ledger accounts in an exam scenario, you have to be very clear what are all the things that you are doing. Preparing a time will be very limited. Prepare journal entries and then ledger accounts. We have to think about marks as well. So let's try and prepare only the ledger accounts for this particular sum. And we have to list down what are all the ledger accounts that will come in. First, let's do that. Started business with cash. So we have to prepare a cash ledger account. Started business with cash. So we have to prepare a capital ledger account. Open bank account by depositing. So we have to prepare a bank account, bank ledger account. Next transactions, bought goods and on credit from Shriram. So we have to prepare a ledger account for purchases account. Because bought goods on credit from Shriram. So there is a sundry creditors coming in. So we have to prepare a Shriram within bracket creditors account. Then sold goods on credit to Silva. So we have to prepare a sales ledger account, and because it is an credit sales to Silva, we have to prepare a sundry debtors account. Debtors account. Then goods sold for cash. Again, it is a sales account and cash account. We have already done sales and cash account here. Paid Sriram. So we have made payment to sundry creditors. Bank account is already there, and cash account is already there. Creditors account is already there. And received a check from Silva and deposited it again. Silva account is there, cash and bank accounts are also. So these are all the ledger accounts what we have to do. Before we make, if you are not, if the question is say that please prepare a general ledger account alone, the marks will be very low for it as well. But you have to score full marks. So for that, we should know what are all the ledger accounts that we should prepare. That is the reason we are listing down from the journal entries what are all the ledger accounts that needs to be prepared. Okay, let's prepare this ledger accounts now, one after the. As usual, I'm copying the format from the previous sum so that we have the format in place. My first preference always will be not to prepare the cash and bank account, but to prepare the other accounts. Okay, so that we can be clear on what are the accounts that should come into cash and bank. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Started business with cash. What is the journal entry that we will normally post for it? Started business with cash. Cash account to share capital account, right? To share capital 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. Next, open the bank account by depositing cash. So bank account debit to cash. So buy in cash ledger by bank 80,000. Bought goods on credit from Shriram for 30,000. There is no cash involved here. It's purchase account to creditors account. Sold goods on credit to Silva for 10,000. There is also no cash involved because it is sundry debtors account to sales. Goods sold for cash. So cash account debit to sales 15,000. To sales 15,000. Paid Shriram 30,000 through NEFT. Because it is paid through NEFT, it will be bank involved. So no cash involved. Received a check from Silva and deposited the same bank 10,000 rupees. Again, this is also Silva payment received from sundry debtors to bank. Sorry, bank account to sundry debtors account. So there is no cash involved. We can make two entries by bringing the cash into the books and then depositing it into bank, or we can make it a single entry. Let's avoid this now. Let's prepare a first entry. So this is the cash books. The total of debit balance is 2,50,000. Total of credit balance is is 80,000. So the difference between debit and credit is equal to 2,15,000 minus 80,000. Cash ledger balance transfer to the next period is 1,30,000, 1,35,000. Creating another ledger here. Let's prepare the next ledger, bank ledger for bank account. What are all the transactions involved here in the bank books? First, we deposited cash. You can see here cash account, bank account debit to cash. So here should be to cash, 80,000. Next transaction that come in is bought goods on credit, no bank involved. Sold goods on credit, no bank involved. Goods sold for cash, no bank involved. Paid Sriram 30,000 through NEFT. So payment is directly transferred from the bank account. So Sriram account, sundry debtors account to bank account. In bank books by Sriram. Creditors 30,000. Then next chapter is received a check from Silva and deposited the same in bank. So this is debtors paying, making payment. So bank account to sundry debtors account to Silva debtors 10,000. Total on the debit side is 90,000 and credit side is 30,000. So the balance is 90,000 minus 30,000. Bank book match 60,000 is the balance carried forward to next period. Next, other ledgers, what we have to prepare is capital account. Cash, bank over, now capital account. Ledger for capital account. Ledger for capital account. Capital account journal entry is cash account to capital account, right? Right. So in capital account ledger, we have to say by cash 2 lakhs. There's no other further transactions in the capital account. So the balance carried forward come to this side. You come to this side, 2 lakhs. So beginning balance transfer to next period will come to this side, 2 lakhs. Clear? Let's prepare the next ledger. What is the next ledger to be prepared? Purchases. Purchases, right? Next ledger to be prepared is purchases account. Ledger for purchases account. What is the journal entry for purchases we made? What is the journal entry for purchases? Bought goods on credit from Sriram for 30,000. So purchases account debit to sundry creditors Sriram account to Sriram creditors. to creditors for 30,000 rupees. And balance carried forward is, because it is purchases, it is P&L. So they should buy trading account. $30,000. We'll discuss about this treatment. Again, we earlier discussed, but we'll discuss about it when it comes to trial balance. Next ledger, what we have to prepare is sales. Sales. Ledger for sales account. Sold goods on credit to Selva for 10,000 rupees. Selva account debit to sales, right? To buy Selva debtors 10,000 rupees. There is no beginning balance transfer here. Here, buy trading account 10,000. Oh, there is one more sales entry here. Goods sold for cash. Buy cash 15,000. 15,000. So there are two sales transactions. One is sold goods on credit to Selva and goods sold for cash 15,000. So total sales is 25,000 rupees. Total purchases is 30,000 rupees. Next we have two more journals to prepare. Paid Sriram for 30,000 and received check from Selva. Right? So let's prepare those two ledgers as well. Just copying the format. Ledger for Sriram. Creditors account. What was the transaction we had with Sriram? Bought goods on credit from Sriram. Purchases to Sriram account. In Sriram account, buy purchases 30,000. Then how did we pay Sriram? Paid Sriram through NEFT. So Sriram account debit to bank. 30,000. See, total from both the sides matches. There is nothing to be carried forward. 30,000. Clear? Now let's prepare the ledger entry for sundry debtors. Selva account. Ledger for Selva debtors account. Goods sold on credit to Selva for 10,000 rupees. So Selva account debit to sales 10,000 rupees. Then received a check from Selva and deposited the same into bank. So bank account to Selva account by bank 10,000 rupees. The balance matches. There is nothing to carry forward here. So I think we have prepared all the ledgers: debtors, creditors, sales, purchases, capital, cash, and bank. That is what we listed here, right? Cash, capital, bank, purchases, debtors, creditors, and sales, right? So students, any doubts on these questions, please let me know so that I can get that clarified, and have a great day. Thank you.